Hello and welcome back. It's season 3. Facecam is back. The green screen is back. I keep pointing to it even though you guys can't see it. Pro Evolution is back. Season 3. Here we go. If I keep looking under my desk, it's because Rude is under there having a little nap. So I'm just going to make sure he's okay. Today though, we're bringing you Burnley and Brentford are our games. Newly promoted Brentford and Burnley, who had I think they did an okay season last year. Now we're on this screen because I have been so excited to record this episode. Just you wait until we go through the lineups. We'll see you at game day for the game against Burnley. See you in a sec. So here we are for the opening game of season, I said 3 earlier, it's actually season 4. And we've got some new faces to go through. Tuanzebe, club captain, taking the honour off Jan Sommer for this season. And we'll see you for the lineups. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, lining up for your Aston Villa team is this. Sommer in goal, Lucien Bonnett, Retsos, Tuanzebe and Tierney, Marcos Llorente in holding midfield, Ceballos and Leon Goretzka in central midfield, Lacazette, Dybala and Marcus Rashford lead the line. That's right, we've signed Paulo Dybala for Aston Villa and we are in the UEFA League, the Europa League again this season. But we've signed Paulo Dybala. It's absolutely incredible. He's on loan. I think we've paid something like 12 million to get him on loan for the season. It's absolutely ridiculous. All of our new signings are loanees. We're saving our budget to basically make sure we've got enough wages to then go and buy some people for next season. But we've got Dybala. I said I wanted that to happen in this game. It's so unrealistic, but yeah, who cares? Who the hell cares? So it is Burnley that are going to be facing this new look Aston Villa team, and there's more surprises on the bench as well. Maybe not even on the bench, in the squad, but there has been quite a hit to team spirit with all these changes, but I really don't mind. Ceballos lays it back to Retsos. And Aston Villa keeping the ball, trying to be patient. They've gone for a possession-based tactic in today's game. The 4-4-2 diamond formation with Dybala, there he is, being the link in between the midfield and the attack. As Ceballos just couldn't get that through. But yeah, there's a few more surprises in store. A lot of these players that we've brought in have moved to new clubs and are not getting the football, except for Dybala. So Dybala is still at Juventus, that's who we've got him on loan from, but isn't getting football because of Ronaldo and some other people they've signed. So they were happy to let him go for quite an exorbitant fee to us on loan, which is great, as here is Dybala into Marcus Rashford on loan from Man United. He's not getting football because of Lukaku and Martial, as Ceballos will just nip in there. Lacazette will get it back, and Lacazette comes forward. Now, Lacazette is also a very good purchase. He brings speed and power. Lucien Bonnett looks to fly this in towards Rashford at the back post, but Lang gets up above him. Tierney will pick this ball up. Tierney just trying to tease Armstrong into a tackle. Back to Goretzka on loan from Bayern Munich. And a very interesting one. Lacazette, who you would think would be on loan from Arsenal, isn't. He's actually on loan. Rashford's at the back post. Oh, he's actually on loan from Bayern Munich because they bought him and Lewandowski's keeping him out of the team. So whilst it is a bit mad, all these people we've signed, it's sort of, well, it doesn't make sense at all, but it does kind of make sense because they're not actually getting the football they want. As that goes towards the back post, Rashford can't get under it. Comes out to Ceballos, who has a hit. Oh my God! What a strike! Sorry for those of you wearing headphones, but what a strike! That is phenomenal. That is the best goal I've ever scored on Provo. Oh my God, Dani Ceballos, that is fun. Dybala, Lacazette, Goretzka, it doesn't matter. We've got Dani Ceballos. What a strike. That's taken me completely by surprise. I'm not going to be shutting up about that goal all season. Sorry, Rude, I've woken you up underneath the desk. What a goal. Oh my God, Dani Ceballos on the half volley. That's an incredible goal. What a hit, lad. The ball came in from Dybala, the corner came in, it's headed away, falls to Ceballos, and then on the volley, what a hit. The keeper in goal, Tom Heaton, has absolutely no chance. And it's an Aston Villa signing from last season that has got this game off to a flyer, and it is 1-0 Villa. What a goal. I literally haven't stopped smiling since we've scored that goal, as Burnley win a throw-in in a bit of a dangerous area. The ball comes across, Tuanzebe should get that and does. And I say this possession tactic that we're now trying to build up should hopefully allow our attacking players to get in some decent positions as we come forward. Now, there was a couple of comments on the last video. One of them that really stuck in my mind was, you know, that 75 goals conceded just isn't acceptable. So that's why we're trying to play a bit more sensible football. It might come at the cost of us scoring more goals, but it should also allow us to keep the ball and not give stupid passes away. As you can see, we're getting into some good areas now, which allow us to come forward, and Lucien Bonnet is here, and he's got men in the middle. He flings it in, looking for Rashford again. Trying to use Rashford's height. He's not the most powerful of players, but it's not a bad little tactic to use, as now Basagog is, well, he's accelerating away from Retsos very easily. He has a go, and Jan Sommer dives on it at the second attempt and manages to keep it out. And then he looks for Leon Goretzka, who we know has got a fearful long shot on him as well. But whether it will be as good as Denis Ceballos, that is that's still to be seen, as Dybala gives us a little movement. But that's a terrible pass from Lucien Bonnet, and we'll come back as Burnley hold on to possession. We'll come back if anything happens. Dybala looks for the run of Rashford. Rashford's got the pace. He sees Lacazette in a bit of space. Gives it to on the far side. Lacazette dinks it across in towards Rashford again. Beaten in the air. Goretzka just lets the Burnley player win the header because Tierney is there to pick it up. And that header wasn't really going any other places. We'll just stick with this at the moment. See if Aston Villa can make anything of it as Dybala comes in. Tries to flick it over him. He does. Dybala with a shot. Oh! And that is what Dybala brings to the team. I'm so excited that we've got this lineup. It's incredible. Probably could have fixed the defence a little bit, but I've gone in to buy attacking players, and the defender was completely dumbfounded by that. And Dybala, on his weaker foot, just fires a shot wide of the post. But 84% pass completion, 1-0 up, 25 minutes gone. I'm happy. Rashford sees the run of Dybala, just couldn't get it round the other side of Jamal Lascelles, who laid it back to Heaton with a good clearance. And Ceballos keeps it alive. Marcos Llorente. Dybala. Out to Ceballos. Ceballos around to Lacazette. Into Dybala. Dybala just beaten to the ball by Jamal Lascelles, who's going to need to have a big game at the back against this front line of Aston Villa, which quite frankly is ludicrous. As Lucien Bonnet holds the ball up and Aston Villa go back. Building from the back. Nothing to report just yet. Still 1-0. So Burnley win another dangerous throw in Aston Villa's half. It'll be Lang to take it. He's going to look for a long one towards the edge of the area to Gadaj, who takes a touch, and Ceballos just makes him regret taking that touch. To Nzabi. Back to Lucien Bonnet, who goes up the line to Ceballos, who nearly loses possession, and then they do. Surely that's a foul, referee. Basagog has a shot, but it's going to have to be a fantastic effort to beat Jan Sommer from that distance, as Tierney now comes and looks to launch a relatively quick attack, but it's a poor pass from Llorente. And Valdez comes forward with it. It goes up to Basagog again. He's been pretty dangerous. Jurovic into Basagog. Shoots. He's hit the bar. And Tuanzebe just has to get something on it. Valdez shoots and Sommer touches it past. And Burnley coming alive now. Really trying to make, well, as much as they can of this possession that they're having. Basagog shot off the bar. Tuanzebe was put under pressure on him and couldn't get the good header away. And that's a good save from Jan Sommer to touch it round the post. So the resultant corner, it will be Valdez to swing it into the box. He fires it in. Tierney with a good header onto it. And now there is a potential attack here that we can launch. Ceballos comes forward. He's got a lot of space to run into. Rashford is giving him an option. There's the through ball. He stayed onside. What a good tackle back from Lang. He had to get that right, and he did really, really well. As Gadalish is there. He goes back to... up it goes to Basagog, and then back into Valdez. Valdez is tackled, and... got numbers back. Great tackle in there from Tuanzebe. Sees Rashford making the run. And Marcus Rashford could lay... oh, just Dybala checked his run to stay onside. Maybe Rashford should have gone on his own. As Burnley come forward again. Getting end-to-end this game as we get into the dying embers of the first half. And the game is starting to open up. Armstrong in the middle for Burnley. Up to Usair. Usair back to Lang. Lang back to Armstrong. Into Djurovic. In it goes. They're just trying to hold off now. Basagog with a shot. Jan Sommer with an easy save. And nothing much to worry about now. Dybala given lots of time and space to turn. Fancies a go. It's a little daisy cutter. I was going to say pile driver. That's not what it was. But Rashford should win that header. Can't quite flick it into Dybala's path. And that should be half time when Heaton clears this. And it is 1-0 thanks to a Dani Ceballos rocket. An absolute wonder strike from the Aston Villa player Dani Ceballos. Burnley having the better of the shots, but Aston Villa probably doing a bit more with the ball. No changes at half-time. Let's crack onto it. Looking to get Lacazette and Dybala and Rashford all involved a little bit more. But obviously they're new to the team, so they're going to be learning the way we play. And as this season goes on, this team is just going to get better and better. I have a feeling about it with the players we have. And I cannot wait to see that happen. Dybala turns, tries to lay it into Lacazette, and it's deflected. And Llorente will win that header. Goretzka, that's a fucking awful pass, Leon Goretzka. As it goes into Basagog. Basagog comes forward, tackled well. Ceballos picks it up into Dybala. Dybala round the corner to Lacazette, uses his strength, looks to go into Dybala, but overhit the bar. So Rashford started making the run, but neither of them could get on the end of it. Oh, and Retsos has misjudged that in the air, and that's another fantastic tackle from Tuanzebe. No matter who we bring in, Tuanzebe has been a rock through the entirety of this save as Ceballos looks to dink it over the top to Dybala, just hasn't got enough strength to dismiss Lang or pace to get in behind. But it was a nice idea. Something we don't see Aston Villa do all that often in this save, or in this series, or since they've been promoted to the Premier League, is the little dink over the top looking for runners as Basagog again, he's just determined to shoot from range, and Ceballos will get this away. Now he's got Lacazette pulling off to the right-hand side, infield to Dybala. Dybala just tries to get Tierney involved, and does really well actually with a good ball out. Into Llorente. Llorente lays it off to Retsos. Retsos encouraged to come forward into Dybala. Dybala, oh, Lang read the little flick over the head this time, and now Basagog has got time and space to run into. He's put under a bit of pressure, has another shot from range. That's not troubling Jan Sommer. Rashford out to Goretzka. Goretzka, good overlapping run from Kieran Tierney. Can he get this into the box? He does. Looking for Lacazette, who won the header. And it does go behind for a goal kick, which is a bit of a shame. I'm just wondering if anyone's looking a little bit tired. Maybe Ceballos in the middle. We are dictating play quite well. I'll keep it as it is at the moment, as Lacazette, it looked like he got a deflection, but the referee's given a goal kick. And because this is a computer game, I'll trust its judgment. Gidalj gets around Lucien Burnett onto the left-hand side. Comes back onto his right foot. Puts it off to Mbaye. Llorente gets back very well in that holding midfielder. And now Lacazette and Armstrong have a race. He's hit it from range. But Jan Sommer will just take his time here. He's actually got Tierney and a lot of space on the left-hand side. Out to Tuanzebe. You see Ceballos in the middle. Lays it off to Llorente. Back to Ceballos. Out to Lucien Burnett. Lucien Burnett keeps us alive. Just, again, Burnley not really pushing men into any sort of pressure, so Aston Villa being able to keep the ball. Dybala tried to flick it round to Lacazette. Now the problem with having such a good front three is I am trying to force the issue ever so slightly to get the ball in towards them as quick as I can, as Goretzka now again invites Tierney forward with the ball. He's got Rashford up there, lays it back to Goretzka, and Tierney, I'd already pressed the button and forgot to do super cancel. Bollocks. Aston Villa keeping the ball very well, just waiting for a bit of space to open up as Dybala gets it towards the end of the box, uses his strength very well to hold off the runners. Goretzka looks to feed it through to Lacazette, but couldn't quite get that ball right as Retsos looks to beat in the air. Llorente then gives it away with a poor pass. Ceballos finds Goretzka. Goretzka into Dybala. The space opens up in front of him. You don't want to do that for a player like Dybala. Tom Heaton makes a good save, and Dybala with a shot on his right foot managed to get it on target. We're going to bring Ceballos off for another new loanee signing. It's Ilkay Gundogan from Man City. I thought Dybala was just going to have a ping with his left foot, but Tom Heaton got a good strong left paw to it to keep it out as Gundogan comes on to replace Dani Ceballos. Dybala will have this corner kick again. He's just going to swing it into an area. Looks to put it in. It's headed away by Lascelles. Gundogan brings that down and has a hit as well, straight at Tom Heaton. He saw what Ceballos did and thought, I've replaced that man, I'll come on and try and do exactly the same. But luckily for Burnley, unluckily for Aston Villa, it didn't have the same outcome as now Burnley look to build something. They haven't really threatened us much, other than when they hit the bar. They haven't really threatened us at the back at all. In this second half, it's been very one-sided in Aston Villa's favour as Tierney puts in a good tackle there. Burnley get a throw in, and we'll be back if anything happens. Usar gets into a bit of space, looks towards the back post. Lucien Burnett sees that out for a goal kick, and this is it. Like, Burnley they've really not threatened us. They've been pretty disappointed. There's been a few long balls up to Basagog or whatever his name is, but really they've not done too much. How is that a free kick to Burnley? What the hell are you on about? He's literally... I've kept it in, and then... Oh, no way. He's just taken me out. Ridiculous referee. And we'll stay with it, because it's a pretty dangerous free kick for them, to be honest. As Lucien Burnett is the deepest one there. There's lots of men free, but no one got on the end of it, and Jan Sommer sees it past the post. Oh, as you can see, my face is now looking a little bit better. There's still a few marks and stuff, and scars and scabs where it's just healing. But Gundogan lays, that's a poor pass. Goretzka does get there first and wins a free kick, so we'll have to see what we can do from this. Likely we'll just play it short, keep possession. We've got no real rush here to really force this issue and force the game. As Llorente's in a bit of space, lays it out to Tierney. Now Goretzka is off the pitch, having a little sit down, as you can see there. I'd say he's meant to be getting treatment, but he's literally just sitting down on his arse with his legs akimbo. I don't know what he's expecting the physio to do. As we win another free kick, the fouls are flying in here from Burnley. Is this one going to be a yellow card? No, just the talking to, which is a bit of a Bit of a shame. I would have thought that would have been a yellow card. Is Goretzka back on the field now? I'm not too sure. No, he's still having a little sit down on the sideline, which is all in all a little bit annoying, as Dybala's made a great run forward here. Now he's going to face up the man, look to maybe trick his way around. He wins a throw-in, which is fine. Takes it quickly, looking for Tierney. Tierney swings this one into the box, looking for Lacazette. But Lascelles has been, I'm not going to lie, he's been a bit of a giant back there. He's anything aerial, he's kept out of danger, really. And it's still just that wonder goal from Ceballos. Oh, hello. Ukar's in here. Ukar gets in. Tierney, what a tackle that is. As he plays it up the line to Goretzka, who is now back on the pitch. Goes up to Rashford, who just turns into trouble. Marcus Rashford's not had the best game, to be honest. We're probably not using him correctly. He probably likes to spin in behind and utilise his pace as Goretzka gets there into Dybala. Dybala back to Goretzka, who's put under pressure. Hasn't looked himself since having to have that little sit down on the side of the pitch. As that's a ball through. That should run all the way through to Jan Sommer, and does. 5 minutes to go. I know I'm not concerned about Burnley's attack, but I know I should be, because they're flying it. That's got to be a yellow card. He's done 2 of them now, Gadalj. That's got to be a yellow card. Well, it looks like he's getting a final talking to, which is a bit of a piss take, if you ask me. I mean, he was so late here. That's got to be a yellow card. Absolutely horrendous referee in that. Not happy. Complaint is going to be going into the FA. Rashford gives us a good run down the line, as I think that's probably where he wants to be more. Holds up, gives it back to Tierney. Now, hesitant to just launch it into the box, because Jamal Lascelles has been superb, as I said earlier, and Dybala gives that away, giving Burnley a chance, but Tuanzebe's having absolutely none of it. Goretzka into Dybala. Dybala just looking to hold this up. Gives it back to Goretzka, into Rashford. Rashford again. It's all very congested and narrow in the middle, but Burnley can do nothing else other than just hoof it away. Tuanzebe will just make sure he doesn't knock that out for a cheap throw-in and lays it off to Retsos. 3 minutes to go. Really no need to push now for another goal, as Retsos just goes back to Sommer. Sommer out to Tuanzebe. We'll stay with it, because this should be the end of the game. Aston Villa very content just to pass the ball around the back, as Tuanzebe actually invites Retsos forward to go with the ball. Lucien Bennett back to Retsos, and back to the sensible football that Aston Villa need to do, and occasionally didn't do towards the back end of last year. They were a bit too gung-ho, and that is how you see out a game. 1-0. Danny Ceballos with an absolute wonder strike, and we'll be back for the game against Brentford. So here we are, the lineups then for Aston Villa versus Brentford Town, or Brentford City, Brentford Town, I'm pretty sure it is. They line up with Sommer, Lucien Bennett, Retsos, Tuanzebe and Tierney. Cour comes in for a debut. Ceballos and Cabazon make up the midfield too. Martinez also comes in for a debut, and Dybala and Lacazette finish up the attacking trio up there. Martinez on loan from Inter Milan, and Cour on loan from Leverkusen. They have Sergio Canos, Josh McEachran, a few players that, you know, we don't really need to worry about, but they'll probably cause some danger. No one else really looks like they've signed Brentford. No big names in there that I'm aware of. So let's get this game underway, and we'll be back as soon as there are any meaningful bits of action. Dybala has the ball, just holding it up, waiting for a run, but actually plays himself into a bit of treasure. He doesn't play himself into treasure, plays himself into trouble. Cool, there's lots of space here for Cabazon. He's got a good run from Dybala in the middle. Tries to lay it off to Lacazette, but it was a poor pass. Dybala, I think Dybala should probably be a little bit more selfish in this formation, because Lacazette and whoever is alongside him up there, whether it's Rashford, Martinez, Abraham, Weir, or Weghorst, they're going to be running a bit into the channels, so it should open up the space for Dybala in the middle of the park, as Cour has to make sure he's got his wits about him there. They're sort of pressuring us high up, but also leaving a lot of space in behind, as Dybala flicks that on to Lacazette. Lacazette is tackled by Mepham, or Mepham, I don't know how you pronounce that name. It goes up towards Force, who's tackled well by Retsos. We've also brought in Chris Smalling again. We renewed his loan from last season, just to give us an option. Collins also came back from his loan away from the club, so we do have centre-back options. We've brought in Lichtensteiner and Monreal from our youth team as well. We've worked this really well. Cabazon in a bit of space, dinks it across, looking for Dybala. Great last-ditch header defending there from the Brentford player, as Force comes forward again, gets the wrong side of Cour, but he's got a lot of men to get through, but Cour gets back to him very well. Cabazon into Lacazette, into the path of Ceballos, just looking to twist and turn. Cabazon gets it, and that's a foul. Referee, give him a booking. And he does. It's a good yellow card early. Josh McEachran has no arguments there, I don't think. It looked like it was taken out his standing foot with a... Yeah, I mean, nowhere near the ball. Absolutely horrendous. Villa take the free kick short. It goes into Cabezon, lays it around the corner, into Ceballos. Ceballos into Dybala. He's just looking to create a bit of space and has really well. Dybala, what a save from the goalkeeper. It comes out towards Cabezon, who was lining up a volley. That is Dybala's dribbling skill there. It was absolutely incredible how he managed to keep hold of that ball. Core lays it into Dybala again. He's got a run from Ceballos, puts it back into Dybala's path. Oh, what a block. But the referee has brought this back for a free kick. And it's another yellow card, this time for Yanadis. And this could be very dangerous. I think he took Ceballos out quite late here. Yeah, not too bad. Not as yellow card worthy as the next one. But we now have Paulo Dybala. Now, I used Dybala in the demo to hit a free kick. And he hits it a lot straighter than Lucien Burnett, no matter how much curl you put on it. So I'm going to go for something like that. A little bit more power. It's over the wall. Oh, what a save. What a save from Bonham in goal for Brentford. I thought that was flying in to give Dybala his first goal for Aston Villa. As Force will look to get under this. Retsos wins the header, but Core can't get there. We'll just let them pick that up. And we'll see if actually Brentford do anything here. Force, no they don't. That's an absolutely woeful shot. But Dybala is in a lot of space here. And he brings it down well. Lacazette, he's got Ceballos making a good run. Looking for Martinez. Martinez just lays it back into Ceballos, into Dybala. Just showed a bit too much of the ball to Yanadis. And Brentford hold on and look to bring it away. Cabezon has the ball now. He's got Ceballos in space inside of him. Lucien Burnet's making an offer on the right-hand side, and he gets the ball. Lucien Burnett comes forward, looks to dink this in towards Lacazette, who can't beat Maytham in the air. And then they took it off Ceballos' toes, and we knows what he can do from a volley, showing against Burnley how good he is and the technique he's got. His Core makes a great tackle. He's having a lovely debut. His Core. Dybala flicks that through for Martinez on his left foot. Oh, it's a great save again in goal from Brentford. And he has been a very busy keeper in this first half. There's a good tackle from Core into Tuanzebe, out to Lacazette, into Dybala, round the corner to Martinez. Left-footed strike. A wonderful one-handed save. And it's another corner, and I need to change the set-piece takers because Dybala is going to be our main set-piece taker, I think, before everything. He's going to look to swing this one in quite hard towards the near post. Core actually stepped away from it. Ceballos has another go. It's bouncing around, and it'll come out to Tierney. Tierney now just holds this up, looking for a run. It lays it back. Dybala has a shot deflected. Goes past the post, and Aston Villa are in full flow. It just sort of, and the man went down after blocking that shot. It came back out to Kieran Tierney. Tierney laid it into Lacazette, flicked it back to Dybala, first time shot, and it was a good block, to be honest, from the defender. And it'll give us another opportunity to fire this one in with Dybala. So, it's going to be a little outswinger, probably a bit towards the penalty spot. Fires it in. Core makes a good run, but the defender at the front post gets it away. McLeod, Fours is put under pressure by Tuanzebe. Lacazette will keep it alive for Villa. Core's there as well. And Aston Villa, it's just very easy for them at the moment. They're just lacking a goal. That's the only thing they need for their domination here. Is Tierney loses the ball but wins a free kick, and it'll be taken short, so we'll come back if it leads to anything. Ceballos looking into Dybala. Dybala to Lacazette. Why did he try a 1-2? Never the right option there. Core actually makes a good tackle again, but this time is just caught slightly out of position. Yanadis comes forward. How it goes to Fours. Fours is lacking a few options up front. Tuanzebe just covering the space well as it goes into Yanadis, who's tackled very well, and Ceballos sees an early ball out to Lacazette into Dybala. Dybala, is he fouled? No, he's not. The referee says it's just a coming together as Watkins looks to come forward into Fours. Fours turns, looks to get away, and Tierney's there as well. Watkins has a shot, easy for Sommer. And Brentford really aren't offering very much at all as Dybala, what a turn that is from Dybala. Dybala comes forward with it. Looks to just trick his way around the defenders and can't. It was read very well. Tuanzebe wins the header into Cabezon from Dybala. Lacazette looks to flick that in. Dybala has a shot. Oh, that's not far away. That is not far away. This team are starting to click now. Really are starting to click, this Aston Villa team. Into Fours. Fours has a shot. It's blocked and Sommer couldn't keep it from going behind for a corner. So this is, you know, Brentford still not doing very much, but we'll have to see if what they do makes a difference. Dybala's just going to come in. They've pulled out, again, two very tall players have come out from the box. Watkins looks to put it in. Cabezon tries to get under it and does. Falls out to Odebajo, has a shot. Yeah, and Sommer, what a save. That was going in. Great strike from Odebajo on the edge. The right back having a good dipping effort there. As we see it here, it's cleared away. Odebajo, yeah, dipping effort. Good save from Jan Sommer. Brentford aren't using the same tactic, so Watkins puts this in. Lucien Burnett gets ahead to it, but it does come out. Odebajo again, another effort, and this one's gone in. Unbelievable strike. And Brentford, who haven't done very much all game, have just scored an absolute wonder goal as Odebajo brings out one of the worst celebrations that's in Provo this year. What a strike from Adebayo. I'd argue it might be better than Ceballos'. Gets it up and down over Sommer. It's a wonderful, wonderful goal. And I don't think it's bitter from me, but I'm going to say that Brentford don't deserve that because they have literally offered nothing in this game. And now Aston Villa look rattled as Brentford are tracking a few men forward in this attack. It comes to McLeod. McLeod to Watkins. Watkins is surrounded by claret shirts, but that means they've left a bit of space in behind. Watkins fires it across. That'll go out for a throw, and Villa need to sort their game out right now. Dybala on the range, has a go, good save. Wins his team a corner there. He's got the number 33 shirt because 33 is one of my favourite numbers, so that's why he's one of my favourite players. He gets one of my favourite numbers. But Dybala picked it up on the halfway line, had loads of space to run into. Get this one on his left foot, and it's a top save from the goalkeeper, Bonham in goal, number 16 for Brentford. And I really, at half time, I'm going to go in and change these set pieces because I need Dybala to do this. We're actually going to try and dink this one in a little bit higher as he puts it in towards Lacazette. Keeper comes, doesn't get there. Ceballos. Oh, he was lining up another shot and got it off, but it was a good block from the defender. Martinez is beaten in the air. Lucien Burnett against Fours to see who gets the ball. Fours just flicks it on to literally pretty much nobody. Cabezon, lots of space for Tierney. Invites him forward, Cabezon, with that pass in front of him. Tierney then comes forward, looks to dink this in towards Martinez, too close to the goalkeeper. And Bonham makes the save, but that is a very wayward throw, which nearly put Brentford into danger as Retsos is turned by Fours into Yanardis. Back to Fours. Ceballos looks to get in the way, and Tierney should win that header and does. Cabezon. Back to Core. Core, that's a poor pass. You've had a really good game up until now. And I don't want an error from you to put us 2-0 behind as it goes into Dybala's feet. Loads of space out on the left for Cabezon. Cabezon comes forward. Referee, get your yellow card out again, please. And does. Brentford are stacking up the yellow cards. Tierney fires it into the box. Martinez with the header. Oh, who is this guy in goal? Who is he? He's absolute bloody Superman as Martinez's little flicked header from Tierney's cross is saved really well over the bar. So annoying. How is he keeping these out? Tierney puts it in. Great header. And then he's just flicked that over the bar. We're going to let Lucien Burnett actually have this for an in-swinging corner. See if he can put it in the box, and he does. Looking for Core. Core's under it. Gets his head on it. Lacazette. Lacazette lobs it over the keeper and off the line. Oh, Brentford goal is living a charmed life at the moment. Lucien Burnett, that's a poor touch, but referee will have the free kick, please. Thank you. Right. Lucien Burnett or Dybala. Lucien Burnett could curl it around the outside of the wall. Dybala could go for it direct over. We're actually going to leave this one to Lucien Burnett. And if he scores this, he's staying on free kick duty. Lucien Burnett up. Down, over, it's in. The keeper's got no chance. Lucien Burnett, what a hit. What a hit from Lucien Burnett. It's what we deserve to get a 1-1 draw. It's superb technique. It's fired in the net. 1-1. Aston Villa are back in this. They're going to push. They're going to push to try and get a leading goal. It'll probably come in the second half, hopefully, if it does come, because the referee should blow for half-time any minute now as Tuanzebe makes a good tackle. That's not a foul, referee. That is not a foul. He gives him a talking to. I was going to say, if he's going to book him for that, that's absolutely horrendous. And if Brentford score from this, I'm going to be really pissed off. Canos puts the ball in. McEachran's there, header over the bar. So half-time then, it's 1-1. Odebajo's wonder strike and Lucien Burnett's, wow, trademark free kick, I think is what we can call it nowadays. As he fires it in 1-1 and into the second half, and I forgot to change the set pieces. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've updated all the set piece takers. We're keeping Lucien Burnett on left-hand free kicks to make them an in-swinger. Dybala will swing them in with his left foot on the other side. And hopefully that'll just give us a few more options. As it goes up towards Martinez, into Dybala. Looks to flick it over, but the defender read that well. He's obviously watching the highlight reel from the previous game against Burnley, where Dybala made the defender look pretty foolish by doing that flick. As Lucien Burnett comes forward, lays it up the line to Ceballos, who's he's been steady in this game, and they've given him a lot of space to run onto. Ceballos has a strike. Oh, not far wide at all. Dybala turns his man really well, gets away from another. Dybala! Oh my God, what a goal! That's what he brings to you. Dybala with an absolutely fantastic hit. Can you believe what you see in this game? That is a wonderful, wonderful goal. It was a ball into him here from Lacazette. And look at this. He turns him, gets away, touches it around that man as well. Edge of the box. Bang. Dybala is just brilliant. I love him. I love the guy. If anyone wants to give me a little bit of a donation, or you want to sign up to Patreon and I'll put the money towards a Juventus top with Dybala on it, that would be fantastic. It's Dybala here. An absolute rifle of a left foot across the goalkeeper. Ah, I love it. I love it, and I love him. Wonderful. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that he plays for my team in Provo. I'm so happy. I'm like a little school child. It's amazing. Henry, I'm pretty sure I said as well, in the first season maybe, I'll have to try and dig it out from the old video. Pretty sure I said that, you know, I want to be able to sign people like Dybala. Sommer with a great save there as Tierney shows fantastic composure. Cabezon looks to flick that up to Cour. Cour tries to play it into Lacazette, into Dybala. Dybala just, he's showboating now. He's loving it. Dybala, he's going to get a shot off again. This one's blocked. It will fall to Hilton. He clears it up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure at some point in season series 1, this isn't a box set, Dave. It's a YouTube series. In season 1, oh, that shot just went wide from Fours. I'm pretty sure I said I really want to sign Dybala for Villa. Well, there he is. He's in the team. I was tempted to call this episode, oh my God, Dybala. But I don't want to give it away. I want people to find out when they watch the episode. So maybe just big name signings, because he's not the only big name signing we've made. I know Lacazette is absolutely super. Ceballos again. Look at this space they're just giving him to run into. Looks to 3-2. Oh, that's good defending actually to stop that ball going from Lacazette, because that would have been a goal. The Frenchman's still looking for his first goal for the club as well. Actually, out of all the players we've signed, it's only Dybala, the big name players. It's only Dybala that scored. And Dybala's made a good run there. He's actually laid it into Martinez, who tried to feed it into Cabezon, but the pass got a deflection. And it was pulled away as Canos comes forward. In it goes, and Aston Villa can just drop off attacking strategy a little bit. It goes in. Now, he was offside. Yeah, he was good. Luckily, that was meant from McKechnie. It didn't make it. Everyone's fitness is doing okay. 2 players we called up, I think I was halfway through this conversation earlier. 2 players we called up from the youth system are Liechtensteiner and Monreal, both 16. But obviously we know that they're going to grow into a good potential player. And at the moment, they're good enough as backups at full-back for either position. So I'm fine with that as Cour comes forward into Dybala, who's tackled well by Yanardis. And Dybala has a failing. It is the fact that his hold-up play isn't the best when it's played into his feet and he's got a bigger man behind him. But I can let him off because he's a wonderful, wonderful footballer playing for Aston Villa in this save. As Canados comes forward into Retos, who reads that very well, but Tierney now slightly out of position. Adebayo hasn't got too many options. Tuanzebe just holds up his man. It actually falls to Ceballos on the edge of the area, who now looks up the line to Martinez. Into Dybala. Dybala just holds this up. Looks to give it back to Martinez. Can he bring out a back heel? And does. Into Dybala. Back to Martinez again. Martinez got lots of space to come into. Holds this up. Sensible play into Cabezon. Cabezon shoots. It's saved by the goalkeeper. And Ceballos will try and get there. Hilton gets there first and lays it up the line to Watkins. What's that? 25 minutes to go. Again, Brentford aren't threatening, but we know they've got occasionally something special in their locker as Cabezon comes forward. Lays it into Dybala's path. Dybala looks to turn. Referee, is that a penalty? Let's play on. Dybala gets a second. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Absolute filth, as some other people that I follow on Provo would say. He gets bundled to the ground again. And Dybala's on for a hat-trick. It's superb. Cabezon here, laid it into his path. He just tried to turn away from his hand. Probably would have got a penalty for that foul. But he played on and fired it into the net. Canos comes forward. Tackled well by Tierney. And there's a ball up the line there for Lacazette, who just couldn't win it in the air. So we still have Weghorst in the squad as well. He gives us that other option when we need a bit of height. There's Tierney now coming forward. Fancies maybe a chance at goal. Looking into Martinez though. Martinez looks to turn. Holds it up. Martinez. Oh, he couldn't get his shot off. I think he did just about get it off, but it was blocked as Watkins comes forward. Put under pressure by Ceballos. Looks over the top into Malpay. Sommer's come a long way. Great header. Love that. Love it when a keeper does that. So Canos comes off for Benrahma for Brentford. And we're going to give Lacazette a rest and bring on Vitinho, whose place is now obviously very much under threat because we've got Dybala. So hopefully he would understand that. As Cour comes forward, lays it in to Dybala. Tries to just flick it. Hold on to it and flick it around the man. But Malpay's back to McKechnie. Great tackle from Tuanzebe. Cabezon into the referee. That is absolutely horrendous. Get him off my football pitch. It's a yellow. He's very, very lucky. Very lucky. Mbappe comes forward. Brentford actually throwing people forward in this attack. Retsos, is he going to get there? Yes, he is. Lays it back to Sommer very well indeed. And looking to launch an attack early doors. But McLeod wins the header. Core will pick it up though on the second ball. Martinez has it. Infield to Vitinho. We'll go back to Martinez. Just create a bit of space. Dybala, great little run from Lucien Bennett on the right-hand side. He comes forward. Looks to lay this back into Dybala's path. Oh, he was winding up a shot. Dybala keeps it alive into Cabezon. Cabezon couldn't feed it back through to Dybala. Desperate Aston Villa are to get Dybala his hat-trick in this game. So desperate that I passed it straight to the Brentford player who was marking him. Tuanzebe with a good tackle. He's got to come and try and get that second ball as well, and does. Tuanzebe wins it. Lots of space out there for Martinez. Martinez comes forward. He's got Dybala in the middle for the hat-trick. Oh, Bonham jumps on it and stops Dybala getting that hat-trick goal. And that would have been the easiest of the three as Cabezon wins the header. Martinez is a bit slow to react to that one. Comes forward to McKechnie, who looks to turn Tierney and just lays it back quite sensibly. Up to Benrahma. I do understand this is going to be a long episode because I've been commentating loads on the games as Tierney's bundled to the ground. Odebajo picks it up. Struggling with him in the middle. It's a corner ball. Someone mark Odebajo on the edge of the box, please. That would be wonderful. It actually goes short to Odebajo, who loses the ball very early on. And Cabezon now has lots of space to run into here. And he's just going to keep running down the left wing. Is Cabezon. He's going to cut infield slightly because Vitinho's pulled the man away. Cabezon goes into that path. Vitinho into Martinez. There it is. This is incredible, incredible, incredible football from Aston Villa. What a counter-attack that is. Cabezon ran forward and then pulled the defender in. Vitinho left in acres, ditched it across, and Martinez gets his first goal for the club. Beautiful. 4-1, 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes for Dybala to get his hat-trick as Wood lays it up the line to Mapo, who's just completely isolated up there. Cabezon takes over. Ceballos into Core, back to Cabezon. Up it goes to Dybala, into Vitinho. Vitinho's going to try and pull the man towards him. He does. It opens up the space for Dybala, but the pass wasn't good enough and wasn't in front of him far enough as Odebajo comes forward into Wood. McKechnie. Brentford throwing men forward again, just trying to get surely what is a consolation. They're not going to get 3 goals in this as Tuanzebe wins that ball. Infield to Core, but he gives it away to Wood, and that's allowed Maupay to try and get in behind, but Jan Sommer dives on the ball, stops any danger that was coming, and launches it up towards Martinez, who knocks it back to Ceballos. Out to Lucien Bennett. Infield to Ceballos, who looks to turn, but Wood reads the turn. Out to my boy, who's now put Watkins into a bit of space. Jan Sommer's going to try and just tempt him into a lob, and he does, and he actually gets the lob perfect, and dinks it over Jan Sommer, and puts it in the back of the net, which is disappointing. We're going to be on Goretzka for Ceballos for the last 5 minutes of the game. It's 4-2. Really shouldn't be anything too much to worry about as we get it back underway. Cool, there is, well, not even 5 minutes to go, so it's a bit of a token gesture to bring on Gundogan there. Right, I'm going to have a hit. I'm going to have a hit from here with Dybala. I don't care. I'm going to have a hit. I'm going to line this up and we're going to rifle it into that top corner. Dybala, he does. He hits it. It's just over the bar. Just over the bar. So, pretty much just injury time to try and get Dybala this hat-trick. As the ball goes long out towards Watkins. Lucien Bennett just knocks that down to Goretzka. Fresh leg of Goretzka. What can he do? Trying to tease the Brentford players in. It comes to Dybala. Dybala, a little bit of a heavy touch, but Martinez will pick it up and keep it alive. But Henry tackles him very well. Maupay looks to turn away from Tuanzebe. Oh, it's good tackle back there. And Martinez brings it forward. Martinez comes forward and Henry must be fresh legs. Dybala into Martinez. Martinez looks to try and get it back to Dybala. I'm so desperate to get in this hat-trick, but I don't think it's going to come. It's not. 4-2 is the final score. Dybala gets 2. So now he's got 2 in 2 after not scoring in the first game. Oh, I'm delighted. I'm delighted with the squad we've got now. Some of you will probably moan and say it's not realistic. It's abusing the loans that you can get in Provo. I honestly don't care. And I hope you don't care either, because this is giving us one hell of a team to put up a challenge on all fronts. As Aston Villa sit 3rd in the table. 2 wins from 2. 6 points from 6. Dybala with 2 goals. Lucien Bennett with 1. Ceballos with 1. Vitinho with 1 assist. Not too sure how we haven't got any other assists on that. But Martinez getting a 7.0. Ceballos and Dybala with 6.8. 2 wins from 2 is delightful. And it's the end of the transfer window today, although we've got a deal coming through just before we get to that point. I'm not bringing in any more people. It's just my scouts letting me know that they found some players, which is fine, but I don't care. So we'll be back for the next game. We'll go and look at the schedule in just a sec, as it's it's deadline day. We're not that fussed at all. So into the schedule we go. When have we got a big game coming up? Well, Man United and Liverpool. Maybe that should be a double episode. We'll be back then for Man United and Liverpool. And we've got Dybala. Can you absolutely Adam and Eve it? Absolutely incredible stuff. We've got Dybala, but thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been absolutely incredible having your support in this video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like the new squad we're building. Bring on the rest of the season. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.